It is popularly believed that long distance relationship never worked out, but sometimes absence makes the heart grow fonder, and people sometimes take their partner less for granted when they are not always around. It's also worth noting that some partners far away from each other feel even closer than some partners who even live closer to each other because they aren't willing to communicate their problems to each other. And it's always done with one word: effort. Here are some tips on maintaining long distance relationship. 1. Set routines and learn about each other's schedules. Time zones can be tricky, but learn to appreciate the differences. This can teach you the value of patience and to remind you that relationships don't fly a glow from instant gratification. Once you and your partner get settled in and you're ready to start your day, let each other know about your schedules and routines depending on how much the difference your time zone is. You may need to take chance accommodating each other's availability to set up a Skype date or even a phone calls. It may sound doubting, but once the two of you figure out a way that will work out for the both of you, then the rest will set sail. 2. Build trust and try not to jump into conclusions. When we are apart from one another or have limited exposure to our partners, we start to make all sorts of assumptions or judgment that are often either exaggerated or even wrong. But don't forget that life can be unpredictable. So sometimes things come out such as family emergency, working overtime, academically engaged, or even illness and others that may interrupt your usual communication patterns. You shouldn't jump into conclusion that he's cheating on you or he has got bored with a relationship and maybe spending more time with your friends. Know that there is no proof or evidence to back off those instant thoughts of yours. Build trust with your partner and ask each other how you're feeling, but not bothering about insecurity. 3. It's not about quantity, how often you talk to your partner. It's about how quality you talk to your partner. Consistent communication is important when the two of you are apart from each other, especially when the physical aspect of the relationship is absent. But too much of it can backfire and leave the two of you bent out. Rather than thirsting each other every hour of the day, find balance and focus on the quality of your communication. Instead of having frequently the two of you talk, you will come to realize that the more you talk to each other, the more you end up talking about the same thing in circles, rather than diving into more meaningful conversation that makes you appreciate each other when it comes to your intellect, ideas, and perspective. 4. Make time to see each other, but know that every visit may not be ideal, and that's okay. When you visit each other, you may want to make the best out of your time together, plan to do exciting things, but we are all humans, so sometimes allow room for feasibility instead of perfection. There may be times when you are exhausted from traveling back and forth, so you just want to stay in and watch some movies with your partner. Remember that it's about the company you are with and not necessarily what the two of you do. 5. Embrace the challenges together. Long distance relationships are difficult, but don't allow the challenges to tear you apart. Instead, embrace them together. Sometimes your insecurity makes up the best of you. Perhaps you may believe that the two of you would be better off breaking up and meeting up new people. Take a step back and think about why you held on for so long in the first place. Whether the two of you are apart because you are going to different schools or because of job, know that the long distance relationship is just temporary, and now you are working on yourself before the two of you can be together again. It is a common misconception to think that in order for a relationship to work, one person has to sacrifice their needs and desires for the other. In reality, this is how relationship often breaks apart, when people feel so stubborn and can't grow together. Never lose sight of the big picture and don't give up. Have you ever been in a long distance relationship, or you are still in a long distance relationship? You can please kindly share your thoughts and ideas at the comment section. If you love this video, kindly please subscribe, and thanks for watching.